Welcome to Supernova. Today, we'll be discussing the fascinating topic of ethics and morality, exploring how philosophers throughout history have sought to understand the basis of right and wrong. Where we explore some of the most important questions about the nature of reality, the meaning of life, and the limits of human knowledge. Have you ever wondered what is right or wrong? Or why some actions are considered morally good, while others are not? These questions form the core of ethics and morality in philosophy. What does it mean to be a good person? How do we decide what is right or wrong? And what is the role of reason and emotions in moral judgment? We will try to answer some of these questions and more in this video. Ethics and morality are two of the most fundamental branches of philosophy. Ethics deals with questions of right and wrong, good and evil, and the moral principles that guide our actions. Ethics is not just about personal beliefs and values. It also plays a crucial role in shaping our society and the world we live in. For example, laws and regulations that protect our environment, ensure fair and equal treatment, and promote social justice are all based on ethical principles. Ethics also guides our personal relationships and interactions with others. It helps us to understand what is right or wrong, and to make decisions that are fair and just. But how do we determine what is right or wrong? This is where morality comes in. Morality, on the other hand, refers to the actual behavior of individuals or groups, as well as the social norms and values that shape these behaviors. Morality is the set of principles or standards that people use to determine what is right or wrong, good or bad. These principles are often shaped by a person's upbringing, culture, religion, or personal beliefs. One of the most influential theories of ethics is utilitarianism, which was developed by Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill in the 19th century. According to utilitarianism, the right action is the one that maximizes overall happiness or pleasure and minimizes suffering or pain. This means that we should always aim to promote the greatest good for the greatest number of people, and avoid actions that harm others or ourselves. However, moral principles can also be the subject of debate and disagreement, leading to ethical dilemmas and moral conflicts. This theory has been criticized for several reasons, such as the difficulty of measuring happiness or the potential for violating individual rights. For example, is it morally acceptable to lie in order to protect someone's feelings? Or is it better to tell the truth, even if it causes pain or harm? These are the kinds of questions that philosophers have been grappling with for centuries, and they continue to shape our understanding of ethics and morality today. One of the key debates in ethics is the question of whether moral values are objective or subjective. Some philosophers argue that moral values are objective and universal, meaning that they are true regardless of individual opinions or cultural practices. Others argue that moral values are subjective and relative, meaning that what is considered right or wrong depends on individual or cultural perspectives. Another key question in ethics is the relationship between ethics and happiness. Many philosophers have argued that living a moral life is essential for living a happy life, while others have suggested that the pursuit of happiness should be the ultimate goal, even if it means compromising on certain moral principles. Another major theory of ethics is deontology, which was formulated by Immanuel Kant in the 18th century. Deontology emphasizes the importance of moral rules or duties, which are based on reason and the inherent value of human dignity. According to deontologists, some actions are inherently wrong, regardless of their consequences, and should be avoided at all costs. For example, lying, stealing, or killing are considered morally impermissible, even if they could lead to some good outcomes. However, deontology has also been criticized for its rigidness and lack of flexibility in real-life situations. One popular framework for ethical decision-making is the utilitarian approach, which argues that the best action is the one that maximizes overall happiness or pleasure for the greatest number of people. Other frameworks include the deontological approach, which emphasizes following certain moral rules or duties, and the virtue ethics approach, which focuses on developing certain moral virtues, such as honesty or compassion. When it comes to morality, philosophers have explored questions such as how we determine what is right or wrong, how we should respond to moral disagreements, and how moral norms and values are enforced in society. So, whether you're interested in personal ethics, social justice, or the role of ethics in our modern world, the study of ethics and morality in philosophy has something to offer. Finally, we have virtue ethics, which focuses on the character and virtues of the moral agent, rather than the rules or consequences of actions. Virtue ethics emphasizes the importance of cultivating good habits and traits, such as courage, honesty, compassion, or wisdom, through practice and education. According to virtue ethics, being a good person is not just about doing the right thing, but also about being the right kind of person, someone who embodies the ideal of human excellence. However, virtue ethics has also been criticized for its subjectivity and lack of clear guidance in specific cases. In conclusion, ethics and morality are fascinating areas of philosophy that explore the fundamental questions of right and wrong, good and evil, and the moral principles that guide our actions. By understanding the various ethical frameworks and debates, we can gain insight into our own values and behaviors, as well as the broader social and cultural contexts in which we live. So, what can we learn from these different theories of ethics and morality? While they offer different perspectives and approaches to the same problem, they all share the common goal of improving human life and reducing suffering. Whether we focus on the consequences, the rules, or the character of our actions, we need to be mindful of the ethical implications of our choices and the impact they have on others. Ethics and morality are not just abstract concepts or academic debates, but practical and everyday concerns that affect us all. As the philosopher Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. We hope you've gained a deeper understanding of the basics of ethics and morality. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.